I have said severally, and I have commented severally that the true reason why black South Africans are protesting and calling for black migrants to leave South Africa is because they are jealous and they want to be fed like babies. They don't want to work. Heck, we have seen videos of some of their leaders, the fake Shaka Zulu, on podcasts talking about the government should give every black South African 1 million rand a year. But here's the thing though, this anger that they are pushing out, they are just targeting the less fortunate. And what do I mean by the less fortunate? Those who cannot clap back at them.
Shout out to Mr. J. Mix Cortez.
Mother Nature like, how the fuck you doing that, Max? Trust me, I do a lot of shit like I'm doing much less. Got the mindset of DJ Khaled, I'm doing what's best. It's been body bags after body bags, so who is up next?
Now, before you go on and say, but Mr. J, why are you saying this? Can't you see that these people have grievances? Yes, they do have grievances. But the underlying factor of these grievances is that they are lazy and they want to be taken care of without working. How do you start a movement and you claim that it's something positive for the country? But then every now and then we see you guys on media houses talking about these foreigners are taking away your jobs. Jobs you do not want to work. Jobs you do not qualify to work in. The other thing they talk about is they are taking our women. This is the predominant thing that most of these black South Africans pushing this narrative, they all seem to talk about. Oh, they're taking our women. They're taking this. They're doing that. And they forget to understand that women like men who can provide and work. Now, when these foreign African migrants come to South Africa, they put in work. They are responsible. They wake up because they know that they have responsibilities in their countries, their home countries. And when they meet your women, they become part of that responsibility and they provide. But you, on the other hand, I'm talking about you, the black Zulus and the black South Africans who are supporting this narrative, you do not want to work. How do you promote an ideology and all we hear is let the government pay us per year? The government has the money. How do you start an ideology you want to bring about change in your country, but then all everybody sees the underneath? The underneath point is you are jealous of those hardworking black brothers and sisters who come to your country. Now, do not get me wrong. Are they illegal migrants in South Africa? For sure they are. But are these people really taking those jobs that these so-called South Africans are protesting for? I do not think so. Now, when you go out and you call for every migrant to leave your country, there are so many black migrants in South Africa that work as medical doctors, nurses, engineers, university lecturers and professors, and so other things. Now, you and I know that majority of these folks protesting, they did not go to school. All you do is stay in the neighborhood, get drunk, make love to women, make babies left and right, and then you beat your women and you treat them wrongly. And then when these foreigner comes in, loves them, nurtures them, you start getting jealous because they are going to work. It is not as if these foreigners that these guys are going after and unaliving, they are taking these Silicon Valley jobs. No, these are menial jobs that some of these black South Africans do not want to work in. But then every now and then you hear this and that. Now, I will tell you something. The reason for this vlog is I said earlier on that they are attacking those communities that cannot clap back at them. Because there is a video, I want us to watch a video when these same folks, of course, the whole of Africa and the whole world was watching the whole 30th of June narrative and the protest and the march and so on and so forth. These folks, what they do is they go about looting and creating chaos. Now, were there people that were protesting positively? Of course. But we do know that there is a huge faction of all these black South Africans who came out under the banner of let them go back home. You guys are creating, you are stealing, you are creating chaos, looting, stealing, and looking for any way you can break into. We see videos on social media and online of you guys doing this. Now, how do you reconcile that whole concept? Now, there is a video of a group of these same folks. I think they went to the wrong part of town because they were trying to look for businesses to loot. But guess who stopped them? Guess what happened? Yes, the real white South Africans who are like the migrant in that land, they came out with their arms, and yes, I'm hoping it was rubber bullets. And they made these people run like crazy, like a flock of cows that have the mad cow disease. Because these folks were running. The toughness that they go around on social media, go back to your country. They're taking our jobs. They're taking our women. We did not see that. Now, mind you, these guys, they work as a brotherhood. I'm talking about the whites. They are more organized. And in a comment, I said, if any of these folks come to your neighborhood and try to do some dumb stuff, and you have your weapon, I think I was leaving a comment under an Afrikaans, a white South African podcast. Like, yo, put these motherfuckers down. And this is exactly what I mean by they are going after those people that they cannot clap back. Now, let me not talk too much. I want you to watch this video, and then I will come back, and then we would actually have a conclusion conversation if this is really about black African migrants taking your jobs, or this is just an avenue for some of these uneducated fuck nuts to go around looting and destroying people's businesses and properties. I want you to watch this. Y'all gotta fight. Yeah, you gotta fight. That's a tough opening, huh? There you go. You see what I'm talking about? They are moving into this neighborhood with that whole Zulu making all this chant like it's something noble. And they were going around trying to look for businesses to break into and to loot, because that is all these folks do. And the question I've been asking is, all these people coming out, why can't they use this energy to go to work, Because we have heard from so many entrepreneurs and business owners clearly saying that the South Africans don't want to work. They come one day and they disappear. And as you saw in that video, and they went around, and those people in that neighborhood, of course, I'm guessing that those are the European descendants, or those are the business owners who own some of those stores and properties, and they were not going to have that nonsense. And guess what they came out with? Yeah, they came out firing and shooting. Guess who was running like scared little bitches? These folks. I'm going to say this. This whole thing, in all honesty, is jealousy and laziness. You see, if you are marching that illegal African migrants should leave, why are you going around destroying properties and looting people's stores? Why are you stealing? Why are you breaking properties? I don't get it. So it just backs the real reason for all of this mess. And I still do hope that all of those championing and pushing this thing should be brought to book. And again, all these countries that have their citizens unalived, throughout this thing, they should prosecute these folks. I'm going to end this by telling you, the gospel truth is, all these leaders for these go march and go back to your country, all these hate, this xenophobia for African migrants in South Africa, they ain't worth a nickel. Even the whites in South Africa know that. These folks are like the most uneducated, the most unrealistic. How realistic these folks are? I heard a podcast of that the fake Shaka Zulu talking about if he becomes the president of South Africa, I don't know if this kind of like a wishful thinking, he's going to make it in such a way that South Africans or black South Africans will be like the folks in Dubai. That is crazy. I want you to drop a comment down the comment section and let me know exactly what you think. Is this really genuinely to send illegal migrants out of South Africa, or this is just an avenue for these folks who are lazy, who cannot hold the job, who cannot keep and take care of women? If it's not, if it's an avenue for them to loot, break, and destroy things that they know on a regular basis they cannot afford. That's my take, man. You stay blessed. To all my African brothers and sisters in South Africa, I pray your government takes you back. And hey, God bless this Zimbabwean millionaire who said that he's ready to put in $1 million to evacuate some of these black brothers and sisters in South Africa to go back home. Let's keep fighting, because no African is a stranger in the continent. Peace.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.